to Forever Home channel. On this platform, we discuss all things related to Ghana and Africa. Our real estate company, Royal Consulting Solutions, is the foremost location for all your land acquisition, building needs, relocation, and starting a successful business in Ghana. We also provide quality information through our consultation and webinar series. We can be reached at royalconsultingsolutions.com. Come join the trusted source for all your reliable information.
Hello. Ms. Adrina, how are you? Kwame? Bro, thanks to see you here. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, if the sound is good, image is solid, and so we can take it from there. So hopefully you had a great time, Adrina, on your trip. You posted some videos. It looks like you were teasing us a little bit, but it's all good. And so let me know if sound and everything is good. Looking forward for this video. It's going to be a good discussion video. And thank you for the feedback. And so hopefully I can get some of your take on this, those who are building, some of the reasons why you are building. And so like other people can also find out that there's not one way to build. And so anyway, I can see 12 eyeballs coming. Mr. Mountford, thank you for joining. Eve in the house, thank you. Look forward to this good discussion. I think it's going to be a good one. And so my goal for my channel is to provide information, hopefully very good information, and so you guys can take some of them, the ones that you think are good, take them and apply to whatever situations you have, and then you can help you move your life forward, right? Be productive and get your goals accomplished. So if you are doing that, I'll be happy. That is the best way to reward me. And also, we have a real estate company. We're building Ghana. So if your contractor is stressing you out, hey, that is why I did I created this channel to be able to help you accomplish the dreams that you have. Okay. I'll share a little bit story today about something that happened to me when I was little and how that created some fire for me to start building. Okay. Good. JD, thanks you for stopping in. Mr. Ayers, thank you. Anyway, so I will start. So first of all, this is what I'm going to do. We lost one of our former presidents, Jerry John Rawlings, JJ Papa J. No matter how you feel about him, he made his mark. And so if you think you could have done better in the circumstances he found himself in the 70s and 80s, early 80s, then you can run for president, and we will support you to do more than he did. But I appreciate what he did for the nation in terms of creating the ability for the nation. So, Papa J, may your soul rest in peace. Okay, so that's what I'm going to say on that. I'll share a story with you. When I was about, you see, on this channel, I don't talk a lot about renting, and there's a reason why I don't push a lot for people to rent. Because when I was about 14 years old, when I lived in Medina at that time, we rented. The family was renting from a landlord. It was like a compound, about 7 families. And I remember this vividly. There were times that we couldn't pay the rent. And the landlord threatened to evict us on multiple occasions. And then I remember one time he actually went into our room and started removing our stuff. I mean, can you imagine this, right? Talk about public humiliation. And so at 14 years old, this thing affected me in a way that I said, look, vow never at that age to ever put myself in a situation that a landlord can just determine my living conditions. So from that onward, I decided someday, if there's any way possible, I'm going to find a way to build my house so that I don't have to go through that humiliation. Okay. And so that was the beginning, of a teenager whose dream and vision to someday never to find themselves to in that condition again. So that is for me the reason why I don't talk about rental, because um, it's about freedom, it's about respect for self. I don't want to find myself in a situation. I'm in my 50s. I'm renting from a 30-year-old who could be my kid, and I'm actually getting some disrespect because of that. So I didn't want that. So I'm going to push on the. That's why I push on the rental stuff. Another thing, what you hear matters. Okay, what you hear matters. Eventually, I'm going to post the link for people to come in. They can talk about why they decide to build. And so the mind is a powerful thing. I learned this thing several years ago. And poverty, when I remember those things, man, those same times, I remember the vegetable seller and the fish seller will visit our house, demand payment. Man, it was bad, man. It was bad for unpaid services. And I remember all those things. So it's like these are things that fuel me. And I said, I'll never, as I grow older, I'll never put myself in a hostage financially to anybody. And so that was the things that motivated me. And I understood that, granted, my circumstances at that time, I mean, it's poor, we were poor, visibly poor, but my mind was never poor, right? My mind envisioned a day that I don't have to live under that conditions, right? So even though all the evidence can be pointed to like extreme poverty, I never really in my mind saw that. So the mindset, so poverty is a mindset, so is success, which eventually is going to manifest into some reality. So there's things that we've heard that like us to think about before I dive into the building aspect is you do hear things like sticks and stones may break my bones, but words uh, will never hurt. That's not true. Wars have more consequences. Wars, people fight wars. People lose their life over wars. Wars are devastating. You can say the wrong word to a child and permanently destroy them. And so they are very, very important. Words can put you to sleep. Words can inspire you to achieve greatness. And so these things that we heard, we might begin to break down these things that we have, right? We've heard that a long time because it's not true. It's never true. I'd rather take the whipping than a constant abuse, verbal abuse of words that chip away your confidence and eventually destroy your self-image. And so they are very, very important. Okay. And so you can predict your future about what you say. The things that I said at 13, 14 years, 14 years at that age, that I'm a testament of being able to accomplish that. At 14, 15 years old, I have no idea what's possible, right? I spoke those things to existence. So we have to be careful, right? And another thing that you hear too, money cannot make you happy. A friend of mine told me that several years ago. They said, Tony, money can never make you happy. And I looked at him and said, look, we both don't have any money. So we don't even not qualified to speak on this. But I remember when I was extremely poor and there was no happiness in that. So maybe let's try this money thing. And if we don't like it, we're going to give all away and become poor, right? So these things that you hear, uh, and stuff like that. Because if money cannot make you happy, then poverty definitely is not going to make you happy. So I will dive into money on a whole different video sometime. What money is and what is not. Okay. So there is things going on about building, right? I've heard this in the grapevines, right? So some people are saying that because when you build and you are not using as investment, i.e., renting it out, you have residual income coming in, then it doesn't make sense to tie all your money into a place that you are just using it for living standard. Like, for example, building a house in Ghana or anywhere in Africa, and then you go back, obviously you're maintaining it. So you go back and you live there, and then while you come back, the house is still not being rented and making money. So there's some people that are saying that it's a bad idea. Remember I said, what you hear is very important. How you allow yourself to be programmed is going to determine a lot of factors, right? So I've heard that before and I've heard it for a while. And I'll tell you, like, so I'm going to take it from the basic level in terms of the benefit of building or owning a home, okay, in Ghana. I'm not even going to talk about the benefit. tells the equity and taxes in the US. I'm going to talk about just in Ghana, building or owning a home at the basic level. So I'm going to approach it from building without even renting it out, right? This is the benefit, okay? We know this. For example, if anybody tells you this, owning a home, building a home, is not a sound financial decision, get away from them. That is so basic. It's like saying that there are no oceans in the world. You know, no person that knows anything will say that. Okay, it's been proven that home ownership is generally a good investment. Okay, assets, right? It's an asset. Asset wealth, which a home will classify as that, is a much more secure predictor of future financial stability than income. Your income is going to come and go, make changes over the time. You know, when Corona happens, some people lost their jobs, some people have to work this thing. So income changes, right? But putting money into home ownership versus rental is akin to the difference of putting money into an investment account versus a no interest checking account. Okay, with a rental being only as valuable as it is now. Okay, why the home ownership is going to increase over time. Okay, so that's the first one. Another one too, generational wealth. Okay, people forget about it. I've hung around with all kinds of people that have built three generational wealth, and I'm telling you, the first one is home ownership. So it doesn't serve as a dwelling, right? It's also a way, metaphorically, to become a financial safety net that you can transfer to the next generation. Okay? So you can pass down that wealth to that future generation. It is very, very important. And that's why in the US, for many, many years, Black people were prevented from home ownership, right? With red line and all kinds of stuff. Another one is when you rent, one of the cons is this: you don't have the customization, you are limited. You have to deal with the landlord. There's so many things you can do. When you build, you can build your house according to your taste. You can customize things from the layouts, the cabinet, the flooring, to the tile, paint colors, doorknobs, all kinds of stuff. It's got, and all this is going to bring you comfort and a peace of mind, right? Which is priceless. Now there are social benefits to homeownership, right? Aside from the financial factors, right? There's a number of social benefits when you build a house, which there's a sense of accomplishment, okay? And also this is going to help your mental health, okay? And so now there's another thing that you forget when you own a home: civic participation, right? When you own a home in an area, there's a high degree that you are going to engage and involve in the politics on the local ground, right? Because you have investment, you have a property. If you are renting, you can just move out, every 6 months or whatever the lease is, has ended, you can just move out. But when you have implanted yourself on the ground, you are going to increase your participation in local politics, community organizations, and all kinds of stuff. So that is going to help you have a stake in what goes into the neighborhood. Another thing people forget: the financial education that you gain, the series of good, sound financial decisions that you make in the process of building, those information can be passed on from parents to children, right? And so this is another valuable information of how to do it because of the experience, right? You can pass that knowledge down. Another benefit, the data is showing this, right? This data is coming from National Association of Renters. This is what they are saying. The study shows that homeowners have higher perceived control over their lives. They have higher rates of self-esteem and happiness when compared to renters. Because why? There's a sense of accomplishment that you can determine the future outcome because you are in control of your life. And so not only the psychological benefit as well. Another thing which I agree with is where there are concentration of home ownership, there's lower crime rates. I'm gonna tell you why. Because when people own property in a certain place, they get involved in coming out with crime prevention methods, right? Because hey, they live there, they are permanently there. Okay, so it is more likely they are going to invest the resources to protect the neighborhood. Okay, and so you have that. So another one is last one, and I'm posting the link here. So if you want to share about your benefit of some of the reasons why you are building a home, you can click on the link and I'll bring you in. And so another one too is property improvement, right? When you own the home, you tend to invest more money into improving the structure, right? Instead of just renting. So you notice I haven't even talked about the ability to rent it, or even down the road when you sell it and you make more money because the home or the house has increased and stuff like that. I've only given you just the basic of benefits. Okay. And so for me, that is why I push home ownership, because don't you want to be your own landlord? Don't you want to go to your house anytime you feel like? Don't you want to dictate your freedoms, call your destiny, don't have to answer to anybody? Don't you want to increase your comfort, your peace of mind and stuff like that? You gotta be able to take care of your own accommodation for perpetuity, right? And so these are some of the things that I think is very, very important. And I push on why I favor build. Build, uh, some would say, Tony, but I don't have the money right away. Okay. There's a way. If you want it bad enough, you'll come out with the ways to figure it out. Winners find ways. Okay. So that does mean that you might not want to move right away. You want to take time and come up with resources. Visit. Okay. Visit first, explore where you want to build, start with an acquisition, the process, find a reliable, competent, trustworthy person to help you execute the project, visit yearly if you have to keep an eye on things. Okay, in the process, start a business, generate some revenue, online income streams, and your job here, invest. There's all kinds of ways. Ideally, you want to develop about 5 way of income stream. Okay, minimum, minimum. And then only move when the time is right for you and your family. Don't be held hostage to what is going on YouTube. Don't be held hostage to all these other programs and other things that are going to the world. Because if you get stuck over there, those people are not chipping in to resolve your financial situation. So you only move when the time is right for you and your family. You get to detect that. Okay. Because, for example, if you move to Ghana and you try to build from there, you're gonna go through some challenges, because chances are you will not be able to duplicate the income that you are making outside while you're in Ghana. Not right away. Chances are most people will not be able to do it. If you're making 50, 60, $100,000 a year here or wherever you are not going to go to Ghana in 3 months be making that, unless you get yourself in some kind of ways, but you are not going to be able to do that. So it is better you take your time. Yes, I know racism is hard. I know that, but take your time and build and save and find ways um to to generate that income. And then when the time is right, you move. Okay. And so this is kind of like the basic level, right? So if anybody is telling you building that house because you're not living 24/7, it's a bad idea. That's somebody who really, should not be listened to, unfortunately, right? Shouldn't. You shouldn't let that person program your mind. It is a great thing. And I've said this, the day you finish that house and you sleep in there the first night will be the day that you know that you really done something incredible, and your confidence is going to go over the roof, and is going to prepare you to succeed in all aspects of your life, because you have done something, a dream come true. Okay, let me give some shout out here. What a lady, thank you for joining. Malay List, hey, it's been a while. Thank you. Let me see here. So you can put in some questions over there. You can join the link. Kwame, I know you are building. Yes, I know you almost wrapped up. I'm waiting for the invite. Um, and so let me see. There's something that says renting put you at a message landlord when you build your house can serve as a stuff cover that you grow in the future. Exactly, right? Um, and I can do a video and talk about when I think it's better to rent. But I'm trying to, for our people, we have to get into ownership mindset. We really have to. We really have to get into asset acquisition, investment. We have to, because that is how most people generate a lot of wealth, because you are not going to be paid at the income that you need to save yourself. Now, mind you, you can never save yourself into wealth. You can save yourself to some level of economic freedom, but wealth building involve investments. Okay, unless you bring in millions of dollars every year or month and stuff like that. But you will have to invest the money in the market or somewhere to quadruple, triple, exponential grow your this thing income base. Okay. So let's see. Yes, being in charge of your own destiny is fundamental peace of mind, because I'm telling you, man, it's like um and one thing too, I'll give you a tip, right? So there's a reason why like I don't do the problems that like maybe some of our YouTubers friends do, like when they go to Ghana they encounter that. The reason is that I don't encounter a lot of things, because one time I was speaking to a YouTuber about 2 years ago. They came to our site and we got on a taxi. We're heading back to Accra. And we were talking. I asked them, how do you live here? And they said, once you finish your house, you have a car, you have some money coming in, you should be fine. Because I wanted to get their perspective of moving back over and stuff like that. And so one of the things that I do primarily is this, other than that, because when I used to go to Ghana many years ago, what was going to happen is like you start fighting, because I'll fight from the airport, because I'll see something. I'll fight on the way, the way they are driving, I'll fight on the way home. And after I say, look, this thing is not a good solution. So I figured something out, which is when I go to Ghana, all the stuff I don't want to deal with, okay, I have people that go and take care of that. So I only go and do the things that I need to be there. Like if my signature is needed, or I want to go see something for myself. But somebody's gonna go get paperwork, somebody's gonna go take or something like that. I just send somebody, because my peace of mind is that valuable to me, because I don't want to get into the issue of fighting, because it will happen. Because sometimes you see stuff you just can't close your eyes. So that is the level that we want to get to that people take care of those things, so you can enjoy your life and go wherever you want to go. You can increase your peace of life, right? Your peace of mind. So that is very, very important. Miss J, do you build in Ghana? We build in Ghana. Gambia, you can't count us out. I'm working on something, but we're not in Gambia yet, but I'm working on something. I'll let you know when we are able to do that. Okay. And so let's say Barbara said, I would like to visit from California on my birthday and check out plan and retire in Ghana. Who can I contact when I get it? So there's one of the things. You can contact Lacia 75. She's on the ground. She's very serious. Work with her, and follow her input. She can help you. Find a place to stay, and so you can reach out to her from there. So I would say check out her, and then let us also know what is going on, stuff like that. Okay. So Barbara, just check out what it says. She's doing a great job. Um, Okay, so anyway, I'm posting the link. I know Kwame, you are building. Uh, I know some of you people are building here. So let me know what are the reasons you are building, and stuff like that. So, and then some questions, and then we will take it from there. Okay. So, Cliff, Adam, thank you for joining us here. Let me give some shout outs here, and stuff. So this is all I'm gonna say. Building that dream home. You see, it doesn't have to be something incredible elaborate, because you don't want to be house poor. House poor is when you put all your house into a building, your money into a building, and you have no money. And so one of the things we do when we do consultation is like, look, we always plan, right? Are you putting money here? Are you putting money there? Okay, what is the realistic budget? Can you save X number a year? Because we don't want a situation that you are putting everything into the house and stuff like that. So take your time. It took me 7 years. Granted, it was a big house. Take your time. It's no rush. It's your schedule. Don't compete with anybody. Live your life according to how you want to live it. Okay. And so don't you can look at what other people are doing and take nuggets, inspiration from them. But it's not a race, it's a journey. A lot of people rush, they're not gonna finish. So take your time, plan your life according to how you're gonna do it. At the end of the day, what matters is you get it done. Whether it's 2 years, 3 years. I don't even care if you take 10 years, you know, get it done. You guys have no idea. And put this in here. It's free, peace of mind. Yes, like Jojo B said, it is incredible. Like it is incredible. There's so much benefit. Man, it's incredible. And I want all of you to taste that. Okay. Ownership is where it is at. That is where we should push our people to go. Okay. Even my kids now beginning to say, look, I want to be a doctor, I want to own lots of hotels. I say, you can do it. I say, you're way smarter than I am anyway, so you can accomplish all these things. So we have to push this ownership because that is how you build wealth and accumulate wealth and transfer them. Okay, so where's the question? Tony, when will you go to one? So, I mean, right now, so I love, I've been looking at Rwanda for a long time, but I think if I ever go to an African country, I want to go to Rwanda and then check out some few things. I want to see what business opportunity over there, and then who knows, maybe someday I may build a house over there. Um, and so it's a I like what Kagame is doing. So let me, Barbara. So I was sending you the name. So check it out here. 25, the black unicorn. Okay, so Barbara, you can contact her. She has a YouTube channel. Contact her, and then just work with her. She's on the ground. She's working hard for our people. Fortunately, sometimes our people, we come with some headaches and stuff like that. And the challenge is, listen, when you have people trying to help you doing the right way, just take care of your responsibilities. Don't make it too much difficult for them because there's only few people that are trying to do it in a genuine way. Okay, and so home ownership, that's where it is at. Okay, I'm looking for the first brave guest that will come in. I know some of you are building here, right? Or even if you are attempting to build or you want to build, what other reasons, just come in and just I know we can take it over there, and stuff like that. But the feeling is awesome. Does it have challenges? Yeah, yeah. Just like anything, but the reward is beyond anything you can do. And so it's like I could never rent. I mean, I don't know. It's just you know, there's nothing like your own. There's nothing like something that you design from your head, from the kitchen table, give to an architect, and spend money, invest money, and get it done. There's nothing like that. It is like creating your future how you want it, right? Man, it is incredible. So and so it's like everybody should have the opportunity to do that. That's one of the best things you can do for the next generation. Okay, because I look at myself. Had my dad or my parents, gave me a house like that, I would have started at least like 20 businesses with the amount of money I've put into homes, my house and stuff. I would have easily start 20 like businesses in Ghana. But somebody got to do it. So, but it is what it is. If you are not giving that, create one yourself. Okay. And so my goal for this platform is more informational driven. I don't even consider myself that YouTuber because I feel like YouTubers are people that do videos a lot, but some say I'm a YouTuber. Not necessarily a bad thing, but my goal is come here, take what you need and go win. Okay, and go win. We can help you in terms of not make the lot of mistakes. Okay, Ghana is tricky. Things are not always what it seems like. There's a lot of stuff. We've crossed all the dots and T's. We done a lot of homework, and I have a lot of people in different places that I can get access to information on the ground. So why go beat yourself up, right? Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money. Work with us. Let us help you accomplish it. Period. And then, like we're doing for the PWF, we started actually a project Monday, a new project in a gated community, um, and stuff like that. So we are helping people make their dreams come true. So let me see. I think. Oh, so you purchased the building guideline, which was proved to be very helpful as I'm building. Yeah. So, and I'm glad you find it really helpful, because that came through mistakes and all that stuff, and putting all the team together. I said, look, the way people build in Ghana is very, very wasteful. It's stressful. So how do we come in and make this thing more streamlined? Listen, I work hard for my money, and I know you do. There's no reason to waste things because of uh, lack of details or that kind of stuff. So I'm glad that the building guidelines that we put together, we also have buying guidelines as well, so that people can buy and then go through the checklist and deliver. Listen, we can build for you, great. We would love the opportunity to execute something incredible for you, but at least you can buy the product over there so that whoever's working on your project, you can hold them accountable. Okay. Bitcoin, I know you are there. I'll bring you in a little bit. Okay. And so thank you for supporting that. Yes. That was the one of the main reasons we wanted to do. We wanted to empower you as the client to be able to dictate the nature of the project. Okay, so then they start respecting you because they know you know what you're talking about. EVD, you can't become a shy. You have to come in. Okay, Bitcoin, I'm gonna bring you in, and then let's hear your talk, your thoughts on these. Okay, Bitcoin, Bitcoin, are you there? Okay, I'll keep talking. Then Bitcoin can join us. So Pram Beach area good to invest. So just like with anything, um, Bitcoin, you there, right? Okay, so we lost Bitcoin. Okay, so just like anything, Pram, you gotta you gotta look very closely because certain areas in Pram, the land is becoming contentious, right? And stuff. So you want to be there, and also too, you have to know certain things. When you buy directly next to the beach, by Ghana law, you're gonna lose about 100 feet from the shoreline. You can't put permanent structures. Like you can put summer huts, you can do a pool, uh, but you can't put like your structure building, the concrete building there. So if all you have is 100 feet, it get tricky. And also factor in, global warming and all kinds of stuff. You probably want to elevate the house, and that kind of stuff because you never know. Things are changing, and you don't want a situation in which um, your house is flooding and all that kinds of stuff. So do your homework over there, okay? To invest. Let me see. Okay, who's there? Okay, so I don't want to go too long. I'm gonna give 5 minutes, and if somebody doesn't pop their head up, then we're gonna call it a day. If you have a few questions, you can throw in there. But if you are building, stay stay on course. I know Corona has changed a lot of the financial situations and that kind of stuff. So, but stay the course and then keep pushing through. And then you're gonna make it happen. Okay, Bitcoin.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes.
Good
So,
afternoon and morning
yeah,
to everybody.
good afternoon.
So the one reason why, I guess from my experience, why I want to buy property back home is because it's home. One experience that I've had, I've been here since, before KG. My parents brought me here at 4 or 5 years old. I've been accustomed to the Western life. I've done everything all the way to masters, volunteer programs. And I almost forgot about home, to tell you the truth. Once you're in a new world, you don't ever think about going back because of the stereotypes about Africa. But there was one time, I guess, when I lost my birth certificate. And me being naive, I called the Canadian uh, department and I said I lost my birth certificate, so I need a new one. And I'll never forget what they said, or the lady on the phone. She said, "You need to go back home to go get a new one." So even though I've been here in this country for more than, 20 years, 25 years, I'm still not considered to be home. And it hurt me. Like, I'm like, I've done volunteer, I've got police awards, and I've done all of these things, but this is not home. And when I look at home, I see all the developments coming and, people are buying out land. So it's a necessity. It's not even a desire. It's a necessity to buy property because you don't want to go back to your own village, country, and then find out that you have to be renting your own country because everything's bought out. So that was the one main important thing. And another one, I guess I'm not beating people down, but I hate ownership. I hate owing people, even if it's $1 or 30 cents. I hate that. So the one thing that I didn't want to do was also mortgage a house in Africa. I know, estates are coming up and people are just mortgaging and they look nice, but I've always been concerned about the housing crisis. Africa's never experienced one. Africa's never experienced, delinquencies and mortgage being taken back by the banks. So I've always been afraid of those parts, but building a house or building a home is very important. If people have time and they, just YouTube future of Africa or future of any country in Africa, and you'll see that there are multi-billion projects being done all over throughout Africa. Africa will be the next China. When I say that, as in China in 1980s was was a very poor country altogether. They were not they were still developing. But Africa is the next resource. Western world is developed as it could be. China is developed as it could be. Africa is the last piece of um, last continent that is still has, I guess, a lot of opportunities for the fourth industrial revolution that we're coming in. So being back home is very important. Our lands are being prices are always going up. If we're waiting to say, I'm going to wait till next year, prices will continue going up. If people have time and they honestly start, if it's Zambia you want, Gambia, just go on Google or YouTube and type in future projects for that country. And then when you start seeing that Africa's not as dirt poor as we see, we would be like, wow, there are millionaires and billionaires, contractors, private people, and local people buying out lands and making their own cities, their own, look at Akon. Everybody's looking at, oh, it's just red dirt. There's too many potholes here. And there's people like Tony that's like, there is a pothole. What opportunity and how can I make something out of that? So I hope that anybody that's still trying to, go about building a house, you're going to do more than that. And I pray that anybody that's still struggling continues to listen to Tony's I guess go back as far as you can and start watching the first videos of Tony, because it really motivated me and a lot of people that we have. And I just like Tony, we came from nothing because our parents and maybe financial literacy was not there. But now that we're the next generation of, we're literate, we've learned more about the world and we've seen what it's coming to. It's on us and for the responsibility for our own children and the nation that we buy a part of our property back home, so that one day when you're in America, when you're in China, when you're in Europe, and somebody tells you to go back to your country, you'll be happy and proud because you know back home is home. That's one thing I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you, bro. I'll keep you behind the scenes. No, what Bitcoin says is true. I remember I went from go back to your country, thinking about as a negative thing, to go back to your country, like, you see. And so that is what you want to put yourself in. Take the negative and flip it around. And so is like Bitcoin said, waiting is only going to cost more. Okay. When I was building, I studied inflation very well. And it's no joke. And so I'm going to start doing another series on the building process from foundation and that kind of stuff, because a lot of people came after the house was completed. So the next project is going to be something like that, and maybe be on the ground often this time. And then we're gonna talk about the decisions that we are making as we build. You want to get it done soon. We really want to get it done soon. And so because things are getting expensive, and at least try to secure the land right now and hold it tight, and stuff like that. So because eventually even the surrounding areas of Accra are beginning to get affected by this price gouging. And so if you think $5,000 is a lot of money, somebody will gladly pay twice that. So that's what is going on. But there's nothing like homeownership, man. There's nothing like own your piece of Africa. What is Africa if you own nothing? Okay. And the excuses we tell ourselves, right? The excuse we tell ourselves, like all kinds of stuff, like, I've heard stories like, if I buy the land, a family member is gonna kill me. The Lebanese, they do that. Those, the witches are still there. They never go after them, right? So whatever the excuse is, I hope your drive is stronger to negate all kinds of stuff we tell ourselves, right? And so do it. Do it. I've never. And if you build it, you don't like it, sell it. Okay, but you owe it to yourself to make it happen. Okay. So let me see. What is your advice? Land banking. Please elaborate on that. Okay, Duku. Okay. So he mentioned something about mortgage. Listen, the Ghana mortgage, I don't know. I wouldn't even get in there. It's, and the bank loans, trust me, I've looked at them many years ago. After I read the first page, no family members that have lost homes for bank loans. Okay. And so take your time and do it. Okay, take your time and do it, and go according to your pace. If it take you 10 years, it's worth it. Take your time. Okay. Don't let the YouTube videos, put you into a situation that you get yourself caught up in. Take your time. It's your future, so you get to detect it. You can take advice from here and there, but it is your race. You get to determine how fast you want to run. Okay. And so, okay. So what is it? If anybody will just, let me see. Roya Kemet is here. Thanks for joining. Make sure I don't meet anybody. I'm going to go through this quick. If you have questions that I haven't seen, you can put it over there. So what I would say is, look, the future is now. Make your mark, plant your seed, make a difference, change your family dynamics. As I try to change mine, as others try to change theirs, the next future we'll have enough resources and asset to also build from that. Then eventually we can bring the dignity and respect back to Meta Africa. So we can pass the buck down the road. Okay. And so home ownership asset acquisition, that is where it is. Okay. And that is what we should be targeting. Okay. So anyway, 45 minutes into it, this time flies. But you know where to reach us if you have questions about building in Ghana. Is you guys need to really stop coming to me when you have problems. Okay. Just take the easy route. Let us help you do it right. And stuff like that. So, but I like seeing you succeed. I like you overcoming because I like winners, and winners do overcome. The greater the obstacle, the better the opportunity, the bigger the opportunity. Okay, so keep pushing forward. You may have to clean up some people around you who are not productive. Not everybody's going to support your dream. Not okay. And so you got to find people that really believe in you and that really believe in your mission, and then align yourself and move forward. Okay. And then build that dream. And it's only going to prepare you because the knowledge and experience is going to help you when you create a business. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot about Ghana, how things work. Start big. You're going to figure all the various means that things happens. Okay. And in the process, we can help you know where to find us. But thank you. I appreciate you. Last week, I was missed a lot of you guys. And I was like, what is going on? And I realized you guys were watching Biden. Huh. Okay. Doesn't matter who wins, the dream, follow your dream. Okay. So thank you for everybody for tuning in. And then I'll post another video as it becomes available. There's projects that we are working and stuff like that. So those videos will be coming up. Okay. Stay strong, stay firm. You're a winner. Nothing can stop you. Okay. Remember, poverty is a mindset, so is success. Right. So it doesn't take more energy to succeed. It takes a shift of mindset. You can work very, very hard and be poor your whole life, right? Because you have the wrong mindset. So work on your mindset and then go win big. Okay. If you can do that, that'd be great. My contact info, you can contact me at, let me put it here, at gmail.com, Royal Consulting Solutions at gmail.com. You can contact me and we can help you win, right? Because 10 years from now, when I say, look, we're ready, now we got to do something major for our individual countries, you would have taken that time and established your living condition, your financial situation. Then every resources again we can push and do something that is more transformative. And so, but in the meantime, stay focused on that dreams and build something. Okay. Other than that, I appreciate you very much. I respect taking the time to join in here, like always. Jojo B said, answer my question. Oh, so is this question? Where does all the money go when building? Okay, so depending on what size the building is, foundation will take a buck. Okay, then you get it flowing. If it's a second 2-story building or 1-story, depending on what country you are in, it's going to take a big chunk. And then plastering can take electrical. A good electrician will cost you some money, really good finishing. But overall, where your money is going to go, because finishing involves a lot of things, plastering, the third phase, of both plumbing and electrical, putting the fixtures in, all that kind of stuff, the cabinet, because that you need to put resources because it's very difficult to do piece by piece, right? Tiling work, all those things. So finishing is going to be the bulk of everything because that is when your choices come in and you got to decide where you want to put the money. But I'm a testament. It can be done with good planning. Okay. So this question, do you mind telling us a consultation? So it depends. Go to my website because the consultation depends on building when you want a quote, whether it's 45 minutes, whether you are buying it with a package in terms of buying it with uh, building guidelines or buying guidelines. So going to my website, www. Consulting Solutions .com, solutions.com. Go in there and then you see it. But I'm yet to have somebody who did consultation and said, Tony, it was a waste of my time because I'll give you so many things that I can't talk about on YouTube. I will give you everything that I've learned from doing this. Okay. And so then you want to go in. Anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate you, and I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you.